From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
A trucker protest over Canadian COVID vaccine requirements still clogging crossings along the Montana border. We have a report from the Highline coming up.
It's National Wear Red Day. I'm Danya Backus with what you need to know about the #1 killer of women, heart disease.
Well, happy Friday, Southwest Montana, right ahead of 6:30. Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. Not a bad day all in all yesterday. Beautiful this morning, in my opinion, for February. It's beautiful out.
And it's looking up for the weekend as well. Warmer temperatures expected through the weekend, not without a chance of snow, but I don't think it's significant overall. Right. Of course, explain all of that in our main weather segment coming up. Temperatures into the teens for most of the area, 9 degrees out toward West Yellowstone. It's really a pleasant start to the day. The afternoon bringing a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of wind. That's probably the biggest drawback for your Friday. The wind speed's starting to pick up. Daytime highs into the 20s or into the 30s. Old habits are hard to break, Chet. Daytime highs into the 30s today, and we're really on a warm stretch. I'm going to talk more about that 6 to 10 day outlook, of course, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Matt. 6:30 now at the U.S.-Canada border. Motorists are being asked to avoid the area for another day due to protest and blockade on Canadian Highway 4. The Freedom Convoy of truck and drivers and others are opposed to COVID vaccine mandates. MTN's Brianna Juneau spent yesterday on the border.
The protests in Canada are still causing a major disruption to the transportation into the United States. We heard reports that the highway north of Coutts, Alberta, was closed again, but a spokesperson with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police said it remains open, but are advising people to avoid if possible due to major delays. The delays have caused truckers to change courses and utilize different ports.
2 days ago, I was going empty bobtail from the carways, and there was also protest, so they blocked me. So then I need to come again to Lethbridge, and then I went to Calgary.
In an effort to get back to Calgary, a Canadian trucker by the name of Harminder was made to drive an extra 5 to 6 hours in an attempt to find a port that was not blocked. He ended up finding passage through Belle Bonita.
So near about 5-6 hours without any reason I was on the roads.
At this time, it is advised to avoid the Sweetgrass Coutts port due to the delays experienced on both sides. South of the Canadian border, I'm Brianna Juneau, MTN News.
6:32 in other news this morning. Yesterday, a state judge struck down part of a law that restricted voter registration drives and other political activity on Montana State College campuses. He said last-minute changes in the law made by Republicans at the 2021 legislature violated the state's constitution single-subject rule for bills. Republicans inserted into the language into a bill in a 6-member conference committee 2 days before the legislature adjourned last April. The bill's original title and subject dealt with joint fundraising campaign committees, but the last-minute changes banned political committees from conducting voter ID drives, voter registration, and other activities at dining halls, dormitories, and athletic facilities on state campuses. It also said that judges must remove themselves from cases if any of the parties had made a certain level of political contributions to the judge. District Judge Mike Menahan of Helena said the changes were not in the original title and violated the state's constitution requirement that a bill address a single subject. Judge Menahan said the rest of the bill stand. Well, so often we think of college students as having a little reason to worry. They're on campus, they're surrounded by friends and activities. They are living what we call the best years of their lives. But the COVID-19 pandemic has thrown so many for a loop, especially now, nearly 2 years in. Our Two Americas series expands the America we know by eliminating the America we may not. In this story, students describe in their own words what they're facing and how they're coping.
My sophomore year, we had just taken a spring break trip to New Orleans, and as soon as we got back off the bus, it was school is shutting down, pack up, head home.
There are nearly 20 million college students in America. The COVID-19 pandemic has made college far different than they expected.
I'm Marissa Jones.
I'm Emma Ernst.
I'm Reed Coyle.
My name is Nidal Yasser.
And I'm a senior.
And I'm a senior.
I'm a senior
at Maryville University.
I think a lot more students have probably needed some extra support due to the pandemic.
If you think about it, we're juggling life, we're juggling friendships, and also school and work as well.
There's a whole new branch of anxiety, not prepared for it at all.
In a new survey, 70% of college students say they're experiencing distress and anxiety because of the pandemic. More than half claimed they're more stressed now than they were a year ago.
Got me to like a depression stage, and I've never felt depressed before, and this is actually the first time I started to feel depressed, and I did not know what to do. I would come to campus, and after class I wouldn't feel like talking to anybody. It was like really hard for me, so I would just go home. My mom told me the best thing for me to do is like go to a counseling and then try it out.
I'm Jennifer Henry. I'm the director of the Counseling Center at Maryville University. Even prior to the pandemic, universities nationwide were seeing huge increases in the number of students struggling with depression and anxiety and suicidal thoughts. People forget that college students are barely adults. They think that they're doing fine, they can handle things on their own. But really, college is a time when students are expecting to branch out and be spontaneous. They're having this experience, but in such a different way.
With a lot of colleges, it's not even brought up, it's not talked about, and students have to protest or try to, bring awareness to it as much as they can, and they're still getting ignored, unfortunately.
There are some people who are having mental health issues, and they don't know how to take about it. If we don't go to counseling, at one point we will explode.
8 out of 9 college students say there is a mental health crisis on college campuses. Maryville offered a mental health day for students. They're instructing all faculty members how to address mental health issues. Colleges nationwide are introducing programs virtually and on campus.
A lot of students may not need therapy specifically. They just need someone to ask them how they're doing and to express concern and help them problem solve, which is something that any of us can do.
I do feel like, there's a cultural shift where it's starting to become more talked about, which is fantastic, and we definitely need that.
You can't take care of other people before taking care of yourself.
We're all in different boats, we're all in different stages in life, but we have to give everybody their sort of spotlight.
Might have impacted me for the better. I don't know, I'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully it's over soon.
In St. Louis, I'm Matt Pearl.
All right, 6:36. On this National Wear Red Day, the American Heart Association hopes to raise awareness about the #1 killer of women. CBS's Daniel Backus has the story of one woman who suffered a heart condition on the rise in females.
75-year-old Dr. Elaine Camille spends her days caring for children with kidney disorders. After a work trip in 2013, she experienced chest pain and shortness of breath.
I actually had been seeing a cardiologist for a few months beforehand because I've been having some chest discomfort, and my evaluation was fine.
She was diagnosed with broken heart syndrome, which causes weakness of the heart muscle, often triggered by emotional or physical stress. While considered temporary, up to 10% of patients will have another event within 5 years.
We lost one of our sons at the end of 9. I'm pretty sure I had another episode back then.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of women.
The Women's Heart Alliance has launched a new awareness campaign.
We are doing this because of the rising cardiovascular death rates in women, particularly younger women under the age of 50, and particularly women of color. And this started before the pandemic, but it has been exacerbated by the pandemic.
Dr. Noelle Berry-Mers with Cedars-Sinai Medical Center says the warning signs are not just chest pain.
Women will have other types of symptoms, and this is why they get misdiagnosed: indigestion, overwhelming fatigue, shortness of breath, radiating pain into their jaw or their shoulder.
Research shows broken heart syndrome is on the rise in middle-aged and older women.
I go for regular follow-ups. I take my medications faithfully. The hard part is, I guess, psychologically knowing that you had this problem and not being worried constantly it's going to come back.
Dr. Camille is part of a Cedars-Sinai study to help doctors better understand the condition. She hopes more women take charge of their heart health. Danya Backus, CBS News.
And it's so important to get your heart checked. A doctor can calculate a woman's risk of heart disease through tests and through screenings. That's why I'm wearing red for all the women in my life. 6:39 now, just ahead.